Hi, and welcome back to my series on how to be an awesome paralegal, legal assistant, or legal secretary. Now, getting into things here that are important to know as far as tips and tricks on how to be an awesome paralegal. And one is, of course, being an extension of your attorney to help him save some time. And part of that role is preparing him before trial, and of course gathering his things or her things before they take off for trial, or if they have some other function to go to pack their bag before they leave. Generally, I would pack my attorney's bag before they left. That way they could take their bag, their briefcase with them. Some attorneys do come in the morning early and get their things, but most attorneys are going to take whatever they need to take with them that night before the next morning, because most cases are small. It's just one file, so you are going to want to put that file in that briefcase before they leave that door for the evening for the next morning, unless it's a huge case and you've got rollers and things like that. That'll take some more in-depth planning on your part and planning with your attorney. But generally, you're going to pack a bag the night before they go to trial in the morning or court in the morning. So you are specifically these are the most important things that are going to be needed to be placed into that briefcase. You're going to want to, of course, place the file that they need to take with them. And what I would normally do is make sure it is indexed and organized, and we'll get to that later in the series. But you are going to want to pull the pertinent information that they need and place it right on top of the attorney. So when they open that file up, they're going to be able to have what they need right there on top. Of course, it's beneficial if the file has been organized. Also, the second important thing is their calendar. If they have a book, most of the time things are rescheduled and reset right there in the courtroom, and everybody's opening up their calendars. You don't want to be the attorney without the calendar at hand. And then also, business cards. I would place a few probably around in different pockets. There's nothing like the attorney that doesn't have their their information to trade, or their business card to trade with the other attorneys. That is an important element to have as an attorney, is your business card, and most attorneys do staple that information right there onto the file itself, so that way we know who the other attorneys on record are. And usually the judge or any information, staple it right there on the inside of the file. So you are going to want to make sure that you put some business cards in there, and of course pens. Generally, I would place a blue and a black, or whatever they like to use for writing utensils, and of course a notepad. So these are the 4 basic items. If they request other things, I worked for different attorneys that, they would want gum in their bag, or they would want mints in their bag, or, a specific drink or snacks. Of course, I wouldn't put wet stuff near any of the files or food or anything like that next to the files themselves. So if they do have a request or have specific needs, learn how to pack that briefcase to be beneficial to the file and the contents involved. So these are the 5 basic things that you want to place into that briefcase before that attorney steps out that afternoon or evening to go to trial the next day, or whatever they're going to. Of course, if something requires, a huge case or rollers, you probably want to make plans to either deliver it into the courtroom for the attorney and things like that. And we'll get into that in depth later. But as far as like getting your attorney out the door for an appointment, these are the basic things you need to have packed.